Ha ha, what's going on, everybody? You know it's time. You know what time it is. It's Tuesday. It's time for Steven's A-List, okay? I'm supposed to be doing this from Houston, Texas, but I don't usually have on my fly gear. I'm in travel mode and stuff like that. I only brought one outfit, okay? I'm not in studio with the big board and all of that other stuff. So I decided to alter the proceedings for this particular Tuesday. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hand the baton to Sergeant Friday himself, the one and only Jeff Saturday. Remember, there is a standard to uphold here, okay? And unlike me, Jeff, you're not allowed to say,
Jeff, get him.
so listen to Louis.
Yeah. We got an A-list that is better than ever. In 2024, Stephen A. likes to put his list up. I'm going to give the real list today so y'all see what it's all about. And listen, I'm trying to stir it up, America. Last time I was here before Christmas, I got 57%. I want 60+% for this week from this list. Stephen A.'s never been in that realm. We're about to see it today. At number 5, bam! Dallas Cowboys. Listen, this football team with Dak Prescott, second in the NFC right now. I love their style. Dak Prescott, the way he's playing defense. The only negative for me, why they're 5 right now, is the run game. Little bit concerned right there. Can they really play ground and pound? Can they close games out? But listen, beating the Dolphins, big time play for this team. I'm sorry, the Cowboys finishing the season the way they did, big time for me there at number 5. Going number 4. Boom! Buffalo Bills. How about them Bills? They just beat the Dolphins. Listen, this was a big-time game to show up and, by the way, turn the ball over the way they did and still finish the mission the way they did. Incredible close. You got one of the best QBs in the world making these type of plays. Defense has gotten better after they lost all the injuries they had. This team has fought back. Been housing it. Big time change on that offense. I like where they are. They're my number 4 team. Who's my number 3 team? Bam! Cleveland Browns. There's a surprise for everybody. Putting Cleveland Browns at number 3. Joe Flacco has turned this football team offensively on its head. He is averaging over 300 yards throwing the ball. We always think about the Browns being ground and pound, great defense, all this kind of stuff. They don't need to play ground and pound. They got a great defense, and Flacco is airing out. Amari Cooper's making plays. This team is hot, and Njoku's making plays. I love this. And guess what? They may have beaten the teams that are above them. We ain't got there yet, but this team has played really good football. I'm excited to see what they do in the playoffs. At number 2, bam, San Francisco 49ers. Now listen, I teetered to really see how much attention y'all paid. I teetered on the 49ers being 1 for me. I didn't. I held back because of what Purdy did when they played the Ravens. Still got to get over that, but I love that. But I love this 49ers football team. And I think if they have the matchup, they will. I may even favor, but I got them second right now because of the number 1 team. And we saw what they did to them. National television, the way they played. Bam! My man, Baltimore Ravens. Hey, listen, this team has played. They have finished strong. You saw John Harbaugh celebrating last night with his brother Jim Harbaugh. Championship. He wants to get his second championship this week. This year, this is a huge, huge opportunity. I think it's the best Ravens team they've had in a few years, where Lamar Jackson is playing at MVP level. But the defense, y'all, and listen, they have cycled through running backs, and they continue to make plays. Offensive line has played well. That Ravens is a number 1 team. They proved it to America. They guys proved it through the playoffs. That's what we're looking at.
I would just like to say before Stephen A. and Shannon jump in here, excellent delivery.
Thank you.
You brought the energy. It was very concise. Sometimes Stephen A. gets a little long-winded.
He's wordy.
Yeah, he goes off on a tangent.
He names like every person on the roster.
You kept it nice and tight, and it was efficient.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you on that. All right, you at home, I want to get the grades from you. So that QR code, scan it, send in your grades. Up first, you. Shay, tell me.
Come on, Shay.
What do you think?
I was gonna let Stephen A. go. Let him go ahead and retort that list. I don't know, Stephen A. I'm not feeling this list as much as I thought I would, because last week, Saturday night, we were on the same page.
Yeah.
But right now, I'm looking at this list right now. I gave it a strong B+. In the 5 spot, I got the Lions. The most wins they've had in a very, very long time. 12-5, won the division. The Cowboys, the way they played the last month of the season to overtake the Eagles and win that division, I got them at 4. The Buffalo Bills went on the road, beat the Miami Dolphins, and won that division despite Josh Allen's 2 terrible interceptions in the end zone, and a costly fumble. I kept the 49ers in the 2 spot. Even though they lost, they sought a lot of their starters. And number one, there was no debate about that. Hey, number one is easy. That's number one on everybody's list. I got the Ravens.
All right, can
I
I
got
say
the
something real
Lions
quick?
at 5, the Cowboys
Yes.
at 4, the Bills at 3, the Niners at 2, and the Ravens at 1.
All right, let me say this about the Lions. The only reason I didn't put the Lions in, I think I'm going to have to favor the Rams this weekend over the Lions because so to me, I didn't want to be a hypocrite. I know it's fluid, but I'm just thinking in my head a little advanced. I was like, man, the Rams going to their play because the Rams are hot right now.
The Matthew Stafford Bowl.
Going back to Detroit. That's the only listen, because I love what Dan Campbell's done. That was my only hiccup of not putting them on. But I do respect it, but that was the reason I didn't do that.
Okay.
Well, first of all,
I didn't get the grade
First
from
of all,
you,
I ain't giving them.
He gave me a B+.
Oh, B+? I didn't hear you. Sorry,
Yeah, I gave
Shannon.
B+,
Okay.
yeah.
Go
I ain't giving them no damn B+. First of all, last time I checked weeks ago, Jeff Saturday got on me because he said, you ain't getting any points for doing the predictable with the 1 and 2 slots. Anybody could do that. So you ain't getting that, right? Now we got to go to spot 3, 4, and 5. And I'm sitting there going like this. The Browns are a wild card team. How am I going to put them ahead of the Cowboys or the Lions, who are both division winners? I'm not doing that. I can respect where you're coming from in terms of what you see from Joe Flacco. But even Jeff Saturday reminded us that Joe Flacco, as great as he has been, averaging 323 passing yards, he's also been throwing some interceptions as well. And that's not going to win for you come playoff time. Those are your words, Jeff Saturday, not mine. I'm using your words against you. So in other words, I'm not going to be as incendiary as you. I'm not going to call your list trash like you would say about me. But what I would say is that I'm very disappointed. Your words, you said 1 and 2 was predictable. You also sat up there and said, yo, not only is it predictable rather, but you also pointed out division winners compared to wild card teams as well. And then you brought up the Rams into the equation as well, which would be a legitimate reason why the Browns should be out of the top 5. I'm sorry. Get that list away from me. I'm rolling with Shay Shay, and I'm not giving you a B+. I'm giving you a B.
I laid the trap for you, Stephen A., and you fell right into it. Right into the trap.
What's the trap?
Who is the only team? Who's the team that beat this team and that team?
The Browns.
Is it that team?
Yeah.
How you going to take that team out when they beat the Dogs and they beat the Dogs?
You how.
No, that's the trap.
I just
you
told you
fell
how.
into it.
No.
It ain't about division. It ain't about division.
Molly,
it's about when they match it up, that's where we are.
No.
You may respond, but keep it quick.
You said that. You said that. I didn't have a problem with it until you pointed out weeks ago that didn't count. It was fluid. It's fluid.
So
guess what?
I changed it. It's fluid.
Get that list out of here.
I changed it.
Get that list out of here.
And the trap was set. You fell in.
The Lions and the Rams, who could have been on the list. That's on you.
You heard him. You fell in. You fell in the trap.
Fell
all right.
in.
Can we? All right. So we have a B and
Come on, America.
Let's go, America.
Oh, we got an A.
Yes.
You got an A.
Oh, please.
Yes. Yes.
How about that? 2 tests, 2 A's, baby.
But Saturday, you got to understand, though.
First
but you're
take Sam.
14
Come
points.
through in the clutch.
No, you're 14 points lower than what you were last week. You were going for 60. You at 43.
It's fluid. It'll get better. It's still an A. We're great on the curve. We still got the A, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Look how disappointed
Look at Stephen A.
Look
Broken.
at the disgust.
Broken.
His soul is crushed.
It should be. It should be.
Stephen A., just think about what you just did and what just happened.
Think about it.
Just think about it.
On the whole flight home, think about it, Stephen A.
Just think about all of it. Everything.
I'm not going home. I'm going to LA.
Yeah, he going to L.A.
Okay. Have fun with that big time. All right, coming up. That was great, Jeff. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Draymond Green had a lot to say on his podcast.